Alright, so I haven't posted in ages, so I thought I'll make a little bit of video of what I've been up to in this last couple of months. Now, my beautiful wife Amy, she's pregnant and we're expecting our first little one now in the next 3 weeks. So I had to put the seats back in the car and change things up a little bit. And I did something which I'm pretty proud of, is that little system in the back here. So I wanted to show off my 12-volt system. It's always hidden away and you never get to see it. And you know, I love it to bits, my CTEC stuff, so I thought I'll make a little box for it. Still got to put the perspex in there just to cover it so nothing hits it on the way back, or something moves around, and then it's at least protected. But yeah, let me take you through what we've done. So rooftop tent's off the car. I've put a roof rack on there because we bought the Conqueror and I sold it. It's just too much for me. It's too big. Don't need all that fancy stuff. So I'm still looking for a little small trailer which can carry some of the weight. I need an extra axle because I don't want a lot of weight in the car. Trying to lighten the whole setup. So I want the Bundu top with the Bundu on, the 361, and then the Bundu suite, the setup that used to be on this car, on a little trailer where Amy and the baby can sleep. And then I've got a swag from Iron Man which I would sleep in. But Bundutek did send me this amazing little thing they made, Marazon and them, one of the owners of Bundutek. She used to use it when she had a baby, and it just arrived yesterday. And I'm keen to test it, and if there's enough space for me, I'll just might as well sleep in the Bundu top with Amy, because then we all will fit in very comfortably. It's pretty nicely done. So those guys have been so great to us. And then also I want this car to be able to just go on a solo trip, so don't take the trailer, because the main thing for me with the trailer is to get more water and fuel, because we want to do longer trips. I want to do some Namibia stuff, and the 180 liters I've got in this car will not be enough. So I'm still looking for a little trailer just to carry more fuel. The other fridge we've got, the 56 liter, that will go in the trailer as well, because Snowmassman is kind to send us a smaller fridge for the car. Alright, but that being said, let's talk about what's happened here. So I've put a slide in here from Frontrunner and this rack system, which is great because I've had all of this water here, and this 40 liters will only be for drinking water, purified water. I've got a footwell tank which I can put in a car if we're just going with a car for wash up water, and that's another 40 liters. And then the CTEC stuff. So I've got the Smart Bar system, which is top of the range CTEC spec, and that can run 300 amp hours, right? I've seen in the pamphlet somewhere it can do up to 500 amp hours, but don't hold me to that. I know for a fact it can do 300 amp hours. So I've got the 250 SE and then the 120S Smart Pass. It's so simple to set up this thing, and that's why I love it though. I've had it for 2 years and it's just been so good. It's never failed us. So it's literally 2 cables from your starter battery down to this, and your positive wire will go in here with a 350 amp fuse, and then a positive wire from here out to your auxiliary, your service battery. What I've done as well is my negative goes to a shunt, so the shunt sits here, and all my negative cables for all my gear, fridges and lights will go into that shunt, because it links in with my Victron battery monitor, right? I can also do it on my phone. The Enertech battery I'm using as Bluetooth functionality, so I can just go into, it's an app you download, it's called LiAge, and connect it to it, and I can see my voltage and everything, my usage on here, and it also gives me all the info of the battery, tells me how many cycles I've went through. But you would think 350 amps, 350 amp fuse on a positive line. Reason for such a massive amperage is this system has the ability to send 350 amps to your front battery for 10 seconds if your front battery is flat, to restart it and give you enough to start your car. I don't have that bigger fuse in because my wires are 16 mil. I think you got to go up to about 50 mil if you really want to do that type of thing. So I've got 80 amp fuses on my positive terminals, because I've got my CS-free system which I would use if my front battery is dead. And then so yeah, that's I've got a little fuse box there as well. I haven't connected all the lights and the stuff yet. I want to do that. I want to add some lights in, but the battery has been moved as well. The battery's sitting this side now with the battery monitor. I'll be adding in some switches here with Anderson plugs, and then a switch panel here to work all the lights and the stuff. And then I'm thinking to put my inverter this side, because I'm going to put most of the stuff in the trailer, and when I just use the car, I'm going to get one of those solid boxes. I think, is it Snitch or Stitch Overland, they sell them. It's pretty neat, which I can put chairs and stuff in, because I really want this car very light. So I've got all the space on the roof rack as well when we're just going to use the car. But I like the setup now at the moment. The car's just so much more usable with the back seats in it, and it's light. Yeah, so if you guys have any questions, please feel free to ask. Hit me a DM on Instagram or leave in the comments on YouTube, and I'll talk you through the system. Before I forget, this is the 250 SE Pro. This is my Sure Power, right? So this is where I just plug it into this little blue plug I've got here on the bumper, and then it charges my system while the car's standing, or when we're at the campsite where I've got electricity. If I plug it in there, my fridge switches to 220 volts. Automatically it charges my back battery. If the back battery is charged, the smart pass system will send trickle charge to the front battery, and it will also charge that. So it's just a bulletproof system, and it's simple. I wouldn't change it for the world unless CTEC comes out with something new, and I'll probably switch to that. But yeah, for now I'm very happy with the setup. It looks really good and it's so functional. So anyways, I hope you guys have a lekker week, and if you have any questions about what we've done and the setup, yeah, hit me up on Instagram or YouTube.